iridium pickaxe is ready. 6 a.m. is about this dark, yeah. Do I mind making coffee? You know what? For you, maybe. But sleepovers, yeah? Jay, do you want to have a sleepover? Duh. Rosen, have you ever had a sleepover in your life? Nope. See, that's weird, because neither have I. Wasn't that I wasn't allowed. I've been over to friends' houses, but not the, like, quote-unquote sleepover. Because we stayed up till like 2 in the morning, then I went home. Or 3 in the morning, and I went home. When I was younger, I just didn't do that at all. There were church events where I was like, stay at the church for 30 hours or whatever, and like, that was a thing. There was that was what it was called, the 40-hour famine. You weren't allowed to eat for 40 hours, and it took place over a weekend. They basically kept you in the church for 40 hours. It's either 40 or 30-hour famine. I forget what it's called. 30-hour famine? So you weren't allowed to, like, eat for 30 hours, I think it was. Daisy's an actual cow now. Okay. So you were part of a cult. I mean, it was actually legitimately for a good reason. It was to raise money for charity groups over in Africa and like missionaries and things like that. That's why they told us anyway. Don't ask me, I just did it. Yeah, it was for charity. It wasn't like, oh yeah, come spend time at the church because you really want to as a child. It was, hey, come do charity work because you're young and impressionable. So they charged you to not feed you? No, like, people in the church sponsored you. It wasn't you as a youth, like, not being paid to not eat. It was a thing in the church to raise money for you, and you were making a show with your body to be like, this is what it's like to not eat food or some shit. The lesson's really lost if you're like hungry. And the problem is because I live in a bit more like rural Texas. Like, there are kids who went to it who, like, it wasn't a joke that they lived that way. It was more the fact that, like, their parents generally could not afford to have that stuff. And so, they just didn't. It was weird. That's what, yeah, so like, it'd be one of those things, you're not allowed to eat, and some people be like, cool, just like fucking normal. it's really a great thing. Let me tell you, just be like, oh yeah, that's a thing that happened. What else we got? I've only been on one mission trip though, so take from that what you will. Copper trash can. Why not? I don't care about that. Copper trash can. Can I not use my regular trash can now? Oh man. Let's see. My sister, bless you. My sister met her husband on a mission trip. My sister was going on a mission trip to, oh god, what's it called? To either Michigan or Wisconsin, I think. Forget which state directly. My sister was going on a mission trip to Michigan or Minnesota or Wisconsin or something like that, someplace in that area. And before she went, my mother looked at her and goes, "Make a memory." And she came back with my son, my brother-in-law. She goes, "I met this really great guy. He's from down in Houston. I met him up in Wisconsin or Michigan, wherever the fuck she met him." That's why she lives down in Houston.
That's gross.
You know, when Harvey came through, he refused to let. My sister was like, "We should leave. It's gonna be really bad." And he was like, "No, it won't. I have lived through hurricanes before." And then the floodwaters came in. It was worse than any storm had ever been previously. And she said, she looked at him after and said, "If you ever make me go through that again, if the storm doesn't kill you, I will. I'm going to take the girls and we're going to go up to my parents' house up in North Texas."
That's why she was there during one of the other storms.
Yeah, she told my brother-in-law, if you do this again to me, I'm leaving. I will just take the children and go to my parents' house. Yeah, they went through Hurricane Harvey because of it. Like, my brother-in-law would not let them, would basically like, we'll survive it, we'll just ride out the storm. And then we saw the pictures that came out of Hurricane Harvey were like street signs that are known for being like 20 foot up in the air are like just covered with water.
That storm was bad.
That storm was really bad. I remember it here. Like, it flooded areas up here as North Texas as we are. Yeah, it was flooding places in Oklahoma and Louisiana. But, like, Houston got the brunt of it. And there's things in Houston, like the 1,000-year floodplains. The places that are only supposed to flood every 1,000 years or so. Like, they were flooded. And they were not supposed to be. It flooded everything. That's how my parents met, both from the same city in Mexico to meet in the U.S. Yeah, it's weird. It's just like, oh, I didn't know you existed. We live in the same exact place. But, yeah, that's how my parents met. My parents, my grandparents and great-grandparents, in completely unrelated circumstances, were friends with each other. My great-grandparents worked with each other. Like, all of them. All 8 of them work together in some capacity.
With big old lips telling you where the...
Yeah. Also have a thing that breaks them. And then all of my grandparents, like my grandfather on my mother's side, no, my grandfather on my father's side ate at my great-grandmother on my mother's maternal side at her table growing up, and did not know like all those connections were going to happen. And then my parents grew up like in the same city, went like, all grew up in the same area, like less than a quarter mile from each other. Their entire lives growing up were a quarter mile from each other. And then went to college, came back home, and one thing led to another, and somehow they met. My dad went to my grandfather's drugstore, like, growing up. There's, oh god. Like, there's that person, like, oh yeah, that guy, who's very well known in the community as being the pharmacist. Everyone knows him. Oh, he has a son who's a pharmacist. Yeah, he also has this daughter who's, like, not in the business, but is going to be a teacher. Oh, yeah, okay. And that's, like, kept missing each other, apparently, on, like, every opportunity. And then one day, finally, like, fate struck, and they met each other. And then I had to break that mold by going, hey, I work on Twitch. Hey, there's this really, like, cute girl that, like, is in my chat all the time. Actually, that's not how we met. That is not in any way how we met. I was depressed. That's how we met. I was depressed. I think you contacted me out of nowhere. Or you were watching my stream or something. Was it? Did you make me a thing?
Well, it wasn't an emote. I made you a picture and turned it into an emote. That was kind of irritating.
And it's still an emote to this day because I don't delete anything. Meanwhile, Rosen's over here going, yeah, I found you through the weirdest means too. You were playing Final Fantasy 15 and Kelly Eden raided you. And then for some reason, I stuck around. I often wonder how, like, all the people I'm friends with found me, so. How did Kathy find me?
That's a good question. Probably through Yogurt.
Did she watch Yogurt?
I think so. I have no idea. You have to ask her. I don't live inside Kathy's brain.
Dalton the other day asked me how I met all these people, and I'm like, there's some lore there. I always stick for at least 15 minutes before deciding to stay or not. And then you stuck around and you're still here. Wow, I remember how I met you as well. I think you met me through Yogurt. So, the way we have to start, like, I was watching a person named Actually Manny on Twitch. She's still streaming now, actually. Can't get partner for some ungodly reason. Really nice girl. Became friends with her. Some stuff happened in her chat. Don't really watch her as much anymore. I still pop in every once in a while. Yogurt had 3 followers. Ash, how did we meet? How did we meet, Ash? Tell me what your rendition of it is. Who did we meet through? Because I know how I met everyone else. Because it was either some rendition of, like, Manny or it was some rendition of Yogurt. So yeah, I watched Actually Manny. She plays Minecraft and, like, Stardew and those kind of games. And then Yogurt had 3 followers at the time. I was, like, his 3rd or 4th follower. He's like, I'm going to start streaming. He started streaming. I was, like, his 1st or 2nd subscriber when all that happened. One of the people in Manny's chat was named Stormtrooper, who still shows up here from time to time, which is where Moonman comes from. Moonman came from his stream. Rosen came from a raid from Kelly Eden, who I don't even know if she still streams, like, what she's up to. Still have a lot of friends from that. I don't know what... Not remembering you? Not reminding you? How did we meet? Damn it! Ash?
Answer your question?
What? Oh, yeah. Oh, we're going to play it after this day. Let's see. Then... So, Trooper, then Moonman. Nope. Wow.
Did you just stumble upon her stream?
Did I stumble upon your stream, or did you come from Ben? Let's see who else. Eden showed up randomly while I was streaming on... Eden streams sometimes. Not... Eden found us while I was streaming on Ben's server, a Minecraft server. And she was like, hey, I want to destroy some shit. And did. She seems to have better depression gets to her. She makes more content in her Patreon. Yeah, that's all good. I understand things are hectic the last couple of years. It's all good. Who else am I forgetting? Alexa found me randomly while I was streaming Prototype in January one year. Stuck around. Then there was a whole thing about how she hit on one of my friends, but that's beside the point. There's a whole thing there. I still want to know how Ash and I met. Who else am I missing? And then other people have just stuck around. Yeah, that's good. I still want to know how Ash and I met, and I'm sad that she won't tell me. I don't know that part of the lore anymore. Like, that part of the lore has become, like, sacrosanct in my mind, okay? I'm gonna do some fucking magic. Come, join me at the cauldron. We're gonna get some Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid, great flavored. One final touch. With this, you can begin accumulating mana from the world around you, allowing you to cast some minor magic. Here, drink up. I don't like this.
What did you throw in the bin?
I don't know, but it's blue now. The elixir tasted like cotton candy. First, a demonstration. Now, you try. Oh, on your first attempt, no less. Why did our hair color change? We may even explore some higher theory about the governing laws that bind our world. Glad to see the prospect excites you. Okay. Oh, okay, the Shrine of Illusions. I didn't know the Junimos talked. Are they eating him? Are they eating him? I'm not certain. Pick up the spell book and read the page lines on the bottom of page 53. The last 3 lines on page 53. Aww. Thank you very much. Now, little one, tell us, which parts of the forest do you hail from? The Junimo tells you in Rasmodius about its home in a distant part of the forest for a little while. The wizard is especially interested in hearing about the lines of power near their home. Eventually, the Junimo decides to head home, and Rasmodius dismisses it with another smell. That's all taken care of. Tell me the truth. Was I wholly undignified? Were you tempted to laugh? Never crossed my mind, to be honest. Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Oh, well, I appreciate your honesty. That's fine. I don't want you to think I take myself too seriously. Sure, I looked very silly indeed. Hey, at least Rasmodius knows how to take a fucking joke. No one else in the world knows you exist. Like, no one casually responds to, oh yeah, Rasmodius, that dude. They're just kind of like, yep, that guy exists. He's definitely a guy. Let's find which one works. Fuck. Where the shit did we go? Oh. Where the shit did we go indeed? Cool. Well, I don't need to be over there. That's all good. Where is he anyway? He's not in the tower. It's really weird. He just like fucking disappeared. Go in here. What do we have to buy? Purchase animals. Deluxe coop. Oh, coop. Deluxe coop. So we have a sheep, a pig, a goat, a dairy cow, and a chicken. And I guess that's a rabbit. Okay, so we need a rabbit. Cool. Do we need a sheep? Is sheep a thing in this game? God damn it. Clint, why the fuck? Clint, why are you spying? Clint, why are you so weird? Clint. I was planning to ask Emily on a date. I was at her doorstep and everything, but then I heard her coming and I dove into this bush. You know, if you just go up to her and go like, hey, you want to go out to dinner? Or you want to go hang out? She'll probably be cool with it. Other than that, she won't know you exist. Just walk past her like she's fucking normal. What did you just say? You'll never upgrade your tools again if I don't ask her out? Yeah, you really creepy, creepy person. You're a villain. Alright, I'll do it. Emily? Sorry, Kelly. Could you excuse me for a minute? So she just fucking off, like, yeah, whatever, I'll go over here. I don't need to talk to you. Yes, Clint? I was wondering if you'd go with me tomorrow, gulp. I've got 2 tickets for the Grampleton Carnival tomorrow. Would you go with me? Sure, Clint. That sounds fun. Really? Okay, I'll pick you up at 5. Okay, see you tomorrow. Oh my god, finally! Did you see that? I've got a date tomorrow night. Newsflash, his only date. I think that's what it is. Do they ever actually, like, do anything about that? Or is he just kind of like... That wasn't so hard, was it? I mean, you basically had to force him into it by being like, I will not buy anything from you ever again if you don't ask her out. You basically have to do the, I'm not giving you money. Even if she said no, at least there's no regret and he can move on. Nope, he spends, if you do Emily's, I think it's her 8 heart event. It might be her 10 heart event. I'm pretty certain it's her 8 heart event though. She sets up a be your true self event, and it's like, here's a rack of clothing, like, be the person you really want to be, or like that you have no shame in being, dress however you want. And it's basically go through this stuff and like look however you want, and Robin's involved and a bunch of people, and he's involved, and he refuses to be the person he wants to be. And he's just like, I can't. I don't want to. And she's just like, dude, just be yourself. That's all I want. Yeah, she's like very like genuine. And she just wants him to be himself, and he just can't fucking do it. It's a little sad, honestly. What can I buy the most of? Beets? I can get beets. Yeah, it's really sad that he can't just ask her. And you're just like, come on, man. Please. Just, I will not buy anything from you anymore if you don't just ask her. The lady on a silver plate, she can bring the spoon of this face, but at the end of the day, she can't chew. She can bring the spoon up to his face, but at the end of the day, she can't chew it for him. Yeah, that's the thing, is that she fucking knows that he has a hint, that he has a massive crush on her. And she's just like, dude, please ask me out, just please. Does everything she can to make it obvious that she wants him to ask her out. That she wants him to ask her out. And like, just wants it. And she's like, I can't do it for him. That's the area we unlocked, by the way. So we're not supposed to be able to unlock this till, like, we 100% the game. This was actually removed content from the game that he added back in for the finale, or for the 1.5 patch for the perfection update. But yeah, like, Emily knows that he has a crush on her. And like, just the fact that he will not ask her, like, you're like, come on, man, we've done everything we can for you. We can't do more. But yeah, just a little bit of storytelling. Upgrade. Actually, let's construct farm buildings. Let's go. We need a deluxe coop. We need wood and stone. Unlocks rabbits. Okay. Rosen, did you ever have a guy like that? Or who did that to you? Where you were just like, please just like, do something. Make a move. Something. Like, he was making it obvious. I've never understood that whole thought process of like, I'm just gonna like rest on my laurels and not have the ability to tell you that, oh yeah, by the way, I like you. I never understood that. I push them away. I don't wanna. Yeah, I can't. I don't blame you. I just don't understand that whole like thought process of like, I can't. I don't know how to talk to you. It's like, just fucking say words. Say what you want to say. The worst they're gonna say is no. As long as you're not a creep about it, the worst they're gonna say is no. And if you are a creep about it, then you got what's coming to you. Okay, after this day, we're gonna go play Timberborn, by the way. We might have to install it super quickly, but we have it, so. I've always had so much to deal with when it happens. I can't blame you for that. Maybe it's just me. I don't understand guys who just, like, do that kind of stuff, so. Yeah. Maybe I'm the weirdo. Oh. Let's just get rid of all the grass. Busy playing the game, don't make him mad or I'll lose something vital to my existing. Yeah. How's that going for you? Hey, at least you know at the end of the day you're not going through it all alone. You got us crazy bastards going through it with you. God, I have that song stuck in my head. It has been stuck there for like a week. Damn it, Caffey. So I've had the song Grace Kelly by Mika stuck in my head for like a week. And ever since Ryan Reynolds put up that video of him singing it with, oh god, with, Will Ferrell. That's his name, Will Ferrell. That dude. I bet it's stuck in my head. Oh man, we're almost done clearing out our entire place. Hey, you've got the rest of your life to try. Basically everything. Once you know you're in a safe space. Okay, I saw a thing up here that I need to get rid of. The shipping bin. How much do they sell for? You own 5 of these. Okay. Oh, mushrooms. Okay, cool. Gotta go home. Gotta go home. Cool. Good. Fuck, I saw it right at the last second. I've never shipped one of these. Okay, cool. We got pickled stuff. Move on with our lives. Keep going. Weather tomorrow is going to be sunny? Cloudy. Okay. Oh, yeah, the weeds don't give us anything, and the mixed seeds don't give us anything. At least the fiber does. God, it's a lot of cranberries. Okay. Going to Timberborn.